Hello friends, again I have appeared to discuss a particular topic of rotational dynamics, and we will discuss today conservation of angular momentum. In previous lectures we have studied about angular momentum of a particle, angular momentum of a rigid body when axis was fixed, and the the angular momentum of a body which was in rotational and translational motion both. But today we will discuss the conservation of angular momentum. Okay, we are discussing this one. Conservation of angular momentum. We will denote this angular momentum by L, that is vector quantity L, according to previous lecture. Usually we will use this angular momentum L. And we have studied that torque on the body, torque tau on the body is dl by dt. We have proved this one also, so we will start from here. If for a given axis torque is something, this will be equal to dl by dt. But suppose the condition in which net torque of external force is 0. I'm not taking force 0. Torque of external force is 0. Net torque of external force is 0. In that case, L dl by dt will be 0. dl by dt will be 0 because torque is dl by dt. This torque is 0, dl by dt will be 0. In writing this equation, we should be first to be confirmed that this torque is calculated about given axis, and this L is also calculated with respect to same axis. Means the axis of angular momentum and torque is same. Then we can write down this equation on behalf of this one. So dl by dt is 0 if net torque of external force is 0. But if differential coefficient of the quantity is 0, it means that that quantity is constant. So we can write down that L of the system about given axis 0. L of the system about given axis is 0. We can write down. One thing, I'm here writing that net torque of external force. Why external? Why not internal? Because for given system, the torque of internal forces will be always 0. That's why the angular momentum of the system cannot be changed by torque of internal forces. Cannot be changed. Okay. If a system is made up of some particles, in that case internal forces can change, the torque of internal force can change the torque of a particular particle or body, but the net angular momentum of the system cannot be changed by torque of internal force. First, I have written down this equation for this condition. This equation is true. This statement is true at every limit. It holds good even for quantum limit, it holds good even for relativistic limit. Up to this stage there is no exception of this equation at a quantum and relativistic limit. That's it has a wide range of application for this one. So that's very good equation for this one, and it helps in solving so many mechanical problems of rotation. Okay, we are discussing further. You know, if net torque of external force is 0, then L of the system is constant. We have studied this one, but the axis should be common. Axis is same. For torque and L both. And if this one exists, we can write down this system, that is dl x by dt 0, dl y by dt 0, and dl z by dt. We can get three equations if a net torque on that system is 0, and by three equations we can solve problems. Sometimes only torque about x axis will be 0, but not about y and z axis. So we can write down this equation for individual axis also. Suppose torque is 0 about x axis, but that's not 0 about y axis and about z axis. That's not 0. So we are able to write down only equation of angular momentum about only x axis, not about y and z axis. So it can be used for individual axis also if torque about that one is 0. It can be written down for entire system for any three coordinate axis if net torque on the system is 0. Suppose there is a body of any shape. Its moment of inertia is I and angular velocity is omega. If net torque is 0 about fixed axis, suppose any axis is fixed, net torque is 0 about fixed axis. In that case, we can write down L constant about the same axis, and you can have I1 omega 1 equals to, I should write down in this way, I any moment of inertia initial, angular momentum initial, product of this one will give you angular momentum about that axis, angular momentum of this rigid body about that axis. Here we have taken axis fixed, and that would be equal to I final omega final. This can be written down only when this, for this entire system about this axis torque is 0. This equation is very helpful. If this system has so many parts, means more than one part, in that case also total angular momentum of the system before any change should be equal to total angular momentum of the system after change. If I is changed, omega will be changed without applying any torque. Why? Because angular momentum is conserved, and this way. So this equation is valid when axis is fixed and rigid body is rotating about that way, that is fixed. But know one thing, it might be applied when axis is translating. Axis is passing through center of mass, COM, center of mass. If axis is passing through center of mass of the rigid body, and axis is translating, not fixed, in that case this equation is valid, but there is condition. What's the condition? Axis must be parallel to itself. Means I want to say that this is applicable for fixed axis when a rigid body is rotating, but it can be used for translating axis. If translating axis is passing through center of mass and this axis is parallel to itself with time, during translation axis is not rotating, in that case this can be used widely in true sense and can be used. Okay, if net torque is 0, L will be constant, that will be conjugate about given axis. This is true in every extent, means it's true for subatomic particles like electron revolving around the nucleus, like nucleons, they are also revolving of the center, and that's also applicable when galaxies are condensing. It's applicable when fuel of a star is finished, means for wide range of galaxies, in the case of condensation of galaxies, and very small system like subatomic particle system, it's applicable. So it has very great application. We will take some examples, and through examples we can understand this thing. Okay, we are taking one of the example. In this video lecture, that's of 30 minutes only, and we are actually, I make only short time videos because that will be convenient to see. In just next videos we will take example of conservation of angular momentum. Okay, thank you.